famous games you guys play. No turnovers.
14-14 going into fourth. So we just got to finish.
Jermaine,
I mean, I don't want you to go around saying like, the Browns were down by 21 from the beginning of the game. We were close. But it's just we got to finish.
Jermaine coming in for DeJuan. I mean, he's not new to this. He's new to this game or new to that position. Just the way he felt like he kind of held up in that moment.
Yeah, no. He was. He's just a hard worker. Great dude. Hell of a player. Great teammate. When one of your brothers go down, to have someone who who's like that, who steps in, it's a great feeling.
You guys have the next round. That's how you always do. How do you guys avoid getting so frustrated when it seems like every week?
Yeah. Well, I compartmentalize it as a Christian. Philippians 4:13. Not going to start preaching at you guys, but Philippians 4:13. Paul, when he says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," he was in prison. If you read before Philippians 4:13, he talks about having much, having little, being rich, being poor, having food, being hungry, and he can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that's kind of the mentality. It sucks. Am I satisfied? Absolutely not. Come on, 2-8, but it's a mentality of we're right where we're supposed to be. It sucks. We've had great years. We've had bad years. I know that's kind of a cop-out. And, a lot of fans who probably don't believe in Jesus will probably call me an idiot. But it's just the way that I've, been able to kind of compartmentalize it into no one's happy, no one's satisfied. But, even though your circumstance sucks, you can still have joy.
Obviously, James was brilliant today. But why have you guys continued to struggle with just like the run game in general and get that going?
Yeah. We started off the game, I think, with a 5-yard and a 4-yard, 6-yard, 8-yard run. So I think that it was there. There were really good runs. I think Nick broke one in the third quarter for 10 yards. It's just the consistency of it. One play we're hitting 10 yards, and the next play we're hitting -2. So we have to be consistent. We have to, ID and communication. At the end of the day, you got to execute. And if you're not executing, it doesn't matter who's calling the plays or what play it is. I don't think the Saints were running a crazy run scheme. They turned right and ran and turned left and ran. But when you execute and your running back finds the holes, they still had negative runs and stuff. But when you execute and you block your guys for long enough, the spring, especially in the third and fourth quarter. And when you go down by 21 points in the fourth quarter, it's hard to run the ball.